Like, I'll hear a song in my head and be like, oh my God, that's a great idea. I'm like, I gotta, like, get this written down somehow.
Yeah, brother, I think we call that a little bit of the tism.
That might be the tism.
I mean, maybe it's very much a case of, like, it starts out as simple as, like, what we were talking about. Like, oh, God, it'd be so cool if, like, there was a story about a civilization where they ostracized a portion of the town to convicts or whatever. And then, yeah, it just starts out something simple like that. Maybe it's just not all at once, where it's just you have this master plan. But, you know, the master plan comes over time. But you get... the thing that's impressive about these writers, man, is like the through lines that, like the symbolism, like the reoccurring themes that happen, like in the fact that someone plans that out. So, it's fucking rad, man. Over the span of movies over many years.
Just having that much faith in your idea is really impressive.
Commendable.
I think everyone's capable of doing incredible things. I think where people end up, you know,
people get lost in the I'll never be able to make something like this.
And just about to say that, yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Like people self-doubt, you know? Like I think people don't commit to things because they're like it's just the shutting themselves down kind of thing.
Yeah, people are quick to be like more quick to be deterred than inspired.
Yeah, they're more judgmental on themselves than anything.
Stop being a fucking pussy and do it.
Just do it.
I don't know who's listening.
Even if it's bad, keep doing it because you're eventually going to get good. You know?
Preach it, dude.
Like that's facts, you know? Like it's better to look back on something you did and go, "Damn, that's bad," and know that you've gotten better than to never do it at all. And then wake up one day and you're 55 and you're like, "Fuck, I haven't done the thing that I've wanted to do."
Oh man, like
you should do the things that you want to do, dude. This is such a wholesome fucking sesh right now. I'm actually way behind this right now, dude.
I know. Just
this whole session is just a wholesome vibe, and I really like it.
Big motivational speaking right now.
I know, dude. I don't know where this is coming from, but
the thing that's...
Let your dreams be dreams,
as
Shia LaBeouf said, dude.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Everyone is like super sweet about like the retrospective work, and I was a little apprehensive about doing it at first because like...
Nah, man, you're a great writer and you got a great speaking voice as well. Very entertaining.
That is very sweet because I mean everyone's super self-conscious about their voice, and there's a little bit of editing work that goes on when it comes to like I'll cut out gaps of like my speech pattern because maybe the take will be like yeah, and the thing about that, and I'll just cut out a little bit of the space in between. But that's very sweet. Because the inspiration for my writing came from, I've said it a billion times, Micah Edmonds, fantastic writer in his own right. Like it just, you know, a 4-hour long Arkham video or a 3-hour or however the fuck long it was, a 4-hour retrospective on The Last of Us Part 2. Just crazy writing. So, like, being inspired from something like that is like, dude, I'll never be able to live up to this. But, like, I like my own writing. Like, I, like, enjoy my own videos, and I don't... Like, having something like that didn't deter me from, I don't know, wanting to get into it, and I don't super look down on my stuff, and it's super sweet, like, the response that I get from everyone. Like, one of the biggest compliments, in a way, it was kind of like a backhanded compliment, was my friend Brandon. He was just like, I didn't know you could write anything like this. I'm like, neither did I, bitch, let's go. And yeah, just like the comments from you guys. Jason commented on the RE4 video. He's like, oh, really great video. Like, I'm just stoked on your work. I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome.
That's awesome.
Extremely sweet to hear.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Support this guy so he can fucking make a video on
yeah.
I keep blanking on the title of the
Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about? Yeah. I want to do it, but another part of me is like, I think the major thing that's holding me back is, like, I did have some, like, I was a bit like hesitant because, you know, I've seen so many people talk about the things and I'm like, oh yeah, that's how I would have said it too. But I feel like
go back through there.
I'm trying to figure out how to get in that other.
Just the door, right?
No, not there. There's a thing right here.
Oh.
See that in there? I'm trying to think of how to get in there. We got to do that later.
This radio.
There we go.
Listening to all of Penguin's communications.
Now that we got this, I can go take you to that spot.
Hmm.
Or maybe not. Maybe we don't have it yet. But it's because I've never really edited videos or anything like that, and I feel like you have to have like a specific motivation and drive to do that thing. Not that I'm not interested in the idea of doing it. Obviously, I'm fucking doing a YouTube channel right now, and I'm editing the audio for some of our videos, so I have somewhat of a passion. But my major passion is in audio, is in music. You know what I mean? Like that's my thing. And as much as I want to do that, I'm like, I don't want to try and like start this thing and not like fully commit to it because it just turns out I'm not that passionate about it. You know what I mean? See, I can't do any of this shit yet because I don't have that thing. But then another part of me is like, but try new things, dude. Maybe you'll be better at this than making music. Like,
who knows? Like, I mean, you're very much a multifaceted individual. Like, I know some of the apprehension came from like, oh god, like, you know, other people said this stuff, and like we talked about that a little bit before. But yeah, man, just like you may find out that you have like a real knack for it, and it's just like, god, I just love, like, one of the reasons why I do is like I love like having a way and a place to like contain my thoughts, like a diary or a journal.
yeah.
And like I can almost like call back to them and like, funnily enough, see how my feelings changed throughout the years too. Like looking back at one of my earliest retrospectives, like the Spider-Man one, like I could come back to that and be like, like it's funny that I used to think like that, but now just had like a total kind of different shift or like a different perspective. And I want to play The Last of Us Part 2 again. And hopefully lose some of my bias towards Ellie. I don't know if there's like a chapter select. If there is, I would love to play just the Abby parts to see maybe if I like feel any differently for the character or anything like that. It's a game I definitely want to get back around to, but
I've been meaning to get around to playing it.
there's a million games to play, my friend.
I know.
So
It's kind of blasphemous for me to not have played that game already, just because I am a huge Naughty Dog fan. I mean, I like all of their games, all of them. I've loved the Jack games, which we sped ran that game, but
which you guys won't see for a long time because until we redo it, because the audio got fucked up on that. Sorry. It also got fucked up on a Dark Souls speedrun, which I'll have to redo soon. That's very easy for me to do.
yeah. And I'm a huge Uncharted fan too, so it's crazy that I haven't played Last of Us 2. I love the first game. I loved the show.
I'm gonna get back to the Uncharted games again myself. The thing about Last of Us Part 1 is like you don't need to play Part 2 because 1 is such a contained story that it doesn't feel like it needs a sequel. The fact that there is a sequel, like, but also I'm like a pretty big believer of like, oh yeah, you should like just play it for the sake of playing it to figure out how you feel about the game. So I'm kind of on both sides of the fence, where I don't think it's a war crime if you haven't played the second game, but I'm just so curious to see how you'll feel.
I am actually really curious to see how I'll feel too, because I've had some things spoiled for me in that game, and it doesn't seem like I'd be pretty happy with the direction they went with the story. But I also haven't played it, so who knows? Maybe I'll love it.
That was actually one of my favorite retrospectives that I did. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard it's very polarizing. Either people love it or hate it, and I'm actually more interested in titles like that than I am with people who are either completely one side or the other.
Yeah. If someone's completely one-sided, I want to hate the thing they like.
Well, it's like if the game's bad and everyone's saying it's bad, it's like, oh shit, well then yeah, it's probably bad. Like, I mean, if the game doesn't run good, you know.
Actually, I'm more compelled to play a game that people think is bad.
I mean, the only game that's come out recently that has been universally just bad that I've wanted to play this is coming full circle, is Gotham Knights. That's the only game that I've wanted to play that I've heard is terrible, that I want to play it.
I mean,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? But we're waiting on that because I had an opportunity to buy it, but it was still pretty at high price from where I've heard about this game.
I love your crab walk that you got going on.
And I was like, we'll wait, because I do want to play through that like together, where you play as one character, I play as another, and we co-op it. I think that'd be fun.
Okay, I'm for it. Need to figure out a good way to go about doing that.
Well, I was wondering, like, maybe if we streamed it, is there any way I can save the stream footage and then send that over to you?
Yes.
Because then that would make it easier, right? Because then I could just send you that whole footage, and
I think that probably would be the best way.
because I have a face cam and everything, so you'd have my face cam footage.
Yeah.
And I have the Yeti mic I'd be using for stream, so you'd get the audio quality still.
Well, in that case, the best way would be is if we were to both play it on PC, because recording PlayStation Party Chat is a bitch.
Oh, that's shit. I didn't even think about that. Well, PlayStation has Discord now, though, right?
Yes, but I wouldn't be able to really hear game audio that well.
Yeah, that's just a bummer, just because of trophies. That's the only reason why I'd want to play it on console. That's the only reason, though. That's the only reason. Other than that, I'd be like, yeah, let's play it on PC. Like, I don't care. I'll just hook up a controller to my PC. But
we'll figure something out. I think streaming it is going to be the best way, and then saving streams and then sending to me.
yeah, but that's a game I've wanted to get around to playing. Not because I think the gameplay is going to be even remotely like this. From what you've told me, it's nothing like this, which is sad.
It's really not.
Because the story's based around the Court of Owls, and I want to know what that's about, and that hasn't been spoiled for me, so I don't...
Really? Are you talking about, like, the actual Court of Owls story in general, or the...
The Court of Owls are in the game, and there's, I guess, the plot's based around them, and that's what Gotham Knights is about.
Do you know anything about the Court of Owls?
I know little to nothing, but people are hyped as fuck about that.
Ooh, it's a good story, man.
And that's why I want to play through Gotham Knights.
Even just the sheer concept in itself, like, just contained, is pretty cool.
This guy's shitting himself down there. I like that, though. I like that with them.
Just freaking out,
with the AI, yeah.
I like that's very human.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone, Batman. Please.
Just the trembling in his voice, pretty cool. I'll give it up.
It is pretty cool.
Hello there. Let's get real close to him.
It's gonna be so cool.
Did you order some Girl Scout cookies? The Thin Mints.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
The peanut butter ones.
I'm a Samoa fan. Oh, dude, he gave up.
Dude.
Was that a mechanic in Asylum?
No. Interrogation's in this game only.
But just like the giving up.
I don't think they give up in Asylum. I really don't.
How strong does Batman have to be to lift?
Pick up a fucking grown-ass man like that? I don't know.
Batman is peak human physical condition.
For real.
What a fucking...
In Dragon Ball terms, he's the Mr. Satan out of all of people in Justice League.
Like,
except he actually is, like, legit. He's not like, well, I didn't have my stomach in good shape when I came to that fight.
Funnily
You know
enough,
what I mean?
though, like, Mr. Satan is, like, very, very strong for a human. It's just, like, the people we follow, though.
Right.
Just so overpowered. I mean, the humans we know, like Yamcha and Krillin and Tien and whatnot, obviously they're a billion times stronger than Mr. Satan, but for, like, your average, everyday Joe Schmo...
Wrestler.
I am the champ! Yeah, Mr. Satan's pretty fucking strong.
So is this where we're supposed to be?
I don't know. Use that X-ray vision of yours. Check your objectives.
Where are we supposed to go?
Oh, the electric thing on the wall right there. I think you have to mess with that.
Oh, I think that's just for enemies coming by, though.
Am I mistaken? Can you do like... is there another one around?
Is there a door? Like, I'm trying to think of, like...
Check your objective screen. Rescue Mr. Freeze from the penguin in the museum. Okay, we just gotta get out of here then.
Yeah, which way?
Either.
Is this where we came from? Am I tripping?
Who
Am I
knows?
fucking...
Am I high?
This is where we came from. Oh.
Alfred,
Hello, sir. Have you retrieved the cure from Mr. Freeze?
there were complications. Penguin has got his hands on Freeze and trapped me in the GCPD building.
You do realize that you will actually die if you don't get this cure soon.
Thanks for reminding me, Alfred.
That's another problem I feel for this game, where it's like, oh, yeah, like urgency, this, that, and the other, but nothing ever feels urgent in this game. The gameplay doesn't reflect Bruce being like needing a cure or anything like that. Most of the time you don't, like, you just feel like 100% capacity. Only time that it shows Bruce in like a weakened state is when he needs to, like, oh, I gotta drink from the chalice of life or whatever. It's like the only time.
We got this thing. Yeah. I think the plot of this game reminds me of a movie, and I can't remember.
Is this source code?
Like the simplicity of it, where it's just like, it's a basic plot where it's Batman's infected with this cure or this disease, and he just needs to get the cure before he runs out of time. You know what it kind of reminds me of? This is a minor spoiler for you, and I apologize. It kind of reminds me of the plot to The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Because the plot to The Last Jedi is that the remaining rebellion is being attacked by the First Order, and they are trying to buy themselves time to get away from the Empire, or not the Empire, the First Order, same thing. But somehow they have a tracking device on their fleet, so every time they jump into hyperspace, that they know where they're going, so they hyperspace jump with them.
No.
But they're running out of time because they're trying to get away, right?
Mm.
But they're what the fuck is going on? Are they tracking me down?
Tiger Command, this is AT-5. I have visual on the church.
We'll go check that out. But they're running out of fuel, and they're like, if we don't, we're eventually going to run out of fuel, and then they're going to get us and kill us. So the plot is based around them trying to get rid of that tracking device so that the rebellion can get away. That's the plot to The Last Jedi.
Okay. Yeah, very basic in premise.
Mm-hmm.
There's no side plot or anything like that.
There's side plots around it. Like I said, there's like 3 main side plots that go around it, but the main plot for the characters besides Rey is that's the plot.
I feel like that Red Bull did nothing.
You dying over here, my dude?
Not dying. I don't know. Just like having something to sip on. I think that's my problem with Red Bull right now, is it's just like that perfectly sippable drink. The Riddler.
Where have you taken?
You know the great thing about the Riddler is he's very good to have at Easter.
You answer my riddles, and they don't die.
He had to spend the time, or have his henchmen spend the time to stash all these.
It's kind of cool that the more I think about it, like, you are right. They are just Easter eggs that you get rewarded for finding.
Yeah.
Like, the developers are like,
I'm gonna put one here.
here, and this is a reference to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh shit,
just
what's
a
the answer to
weird-
this again?
An instrument whose music
Always comes from the heart.
or what am I? Organ
Where's the organ at?
at the end of the room.
Oh, I can't believe I've beaten you so soon.
Good shit, dude. Good job.
I actually love riddles. I don't know if you know this. I'm a big riddle fiend.
And I'll tell you where the rest of my hostages
But yeah, like, most of the riddles are like references. Like in Arkham Asylum, there were tons of references to, like, just, oh, that's a reference to Mad Hatter, or that's a reference to, like, little Easter eggs like that. It's cool.
I like the riddles like this. I don't like the puzzles as much. They just kind of come across as cumbersome. I like these because they're like clever, and
That's all of Arkham Asylum is that. Just those, like, trophies and puzzles.
I don't like the trophies though.
super criminals are planning.
I mean, I think it's fine if that's something you want to include, but it's just not as fun to me. Like,
Yeah, I get you.
I like that there's actually a little bit of detective, which I mean, I guess you could say about the puzzles too, but I don't know, like it's an actual riddle.
Yeah. I really liked Riddler in the Pattinson one. I really did. I thought it was really good.
I do too. Oh golly! Oh my goodness! Let me get it together. Let me act like a fucking professional out here.
Hey man, we already said it's the late shock, man. People get it. It's all good.
It's actually
We're enjoying the vibe right now.
It's almost 1:30 in the morning, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Does not feel like we've been going that long. Last time I looked at the clock, it was 11.
We've been recording. Actually, it's the timer's frozen again. It's still recording. It's done this before. But I don't know how long we've been recording. Definitely more than an hour.
It does not. I don't know about you. It didn't feel like an hour to me.
No, but it might even be that we've been recording for 2 hours.
Holy shit.
So.
Well, that's got to be correct because last time I looked at the clock when we were talking about late night, the late shock, I looked at it. It was literally fucking 11:30.
We're flying blind, baby. Take out the thugs.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually, like, I know it's gonna be a fuck ton of work, but I'm actually really excited to rewrite Origin's story. I don't know how I'm gonna do the visuals for the game. Like, I think I'm gonna integrate, like, some comic snips and...
Let me ask you this.
Lay it on me.
Have you thought about doing animation? Because you can draw. You have your pad.
Yes.
Have you thought about maybe animating some scenes for that?
I wouldn't mind trying, but I would have to do
Yeah, I know that's a lot more work, but...
It is a lot more work, but I somewhat thought about it, but I know it's just gonna be hard as fuck.
I mean, I wouldn't do it for every single scene, but maybe like important scenes.
Yeah.
Just to like really flesh out like what's in your head for that situation when you write it. Because I think that'd be cool.
You kind of spin.
That'd be kind of cool to see, like, how you imagine that scene. You'd animate that scene in your head. You're like, I'll animate that. Like, I'll draw that part. And then everything else, just do like what you were just saying, like comic snippets and stuff. And
Yeah, I'm down to give it a try. I was considering it to a degree anyways. Just, I know it's going to be very cumbersome on the time-wise. But I think I have some workarounds to kind of make it a little bit easier on me. I just need to practice more. I just definitely need to spend just more time drawing. Because I just do a lot of doodling these days. So when you only doodle, you kind of lose a little bit of your refining a bit. So yeah, I just need to spend more time. I need to spend more time digitally working on stuff. But if you wouldn't mind, maybe I could run some stuff by you as far as the whole writing process thing, and if you would mind potentially helping me make some of this a little bit more cohesive, that'd be super sick.
sure, dude.
If not, don't even sweat it. I know you're a busy guy.
No, dude, I'm down.
Oh fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. Like, I mean, this is how it starts, right? Just two fans, or a fan, or a group of people just being fans of a franchise and wanting to expand the lore. And speaking of expanding the lore, this guy fucking wrote some Star Wars movies, by the way.
I did. I can't believe you brought that up.
I'm bringing it up, by the way. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
I did write Star Wars movies. They're not good. Don't listen to him.
He ran me through some like the bullet points of like his plots, and honestly, it was pretty cool. It was like a pretty cool step away from the I don't know, like the mainstream following of everything needs to be tied to the Skywalker. He is glitched in the floor. The mainstream, like, everything the land touches is Skywalker. Like, and I get how that could be a bit cumbersome, especially out of what it sounds like the Fallout trilogy.
I think it's making Star Wars boring right now.
Yeah.
Everything's around a story
beat it to
that
death.
everybody knows. Like, everybody knows the Skywalker story. It's like, how about we tell something new in Star Wars? That's why a part of me is kind of excited for you to watch the sequel trilogy. It's because you've never seen it. You've never had it spoiled for you. Take over, man. I've been playing for a minute.
Nice and warm.
Yeah, sorry, I've been hogging it.
You're good. Get fucked.